everyone, and welcome to, you thought I was going to say Simply Made Homestead, didn't you? No, we have changed our name to Sweet Nibbles Farm. The name just fits us so much better. My husband came up with this and I love the idea. So we have changed everything: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy shop. It is all Sweet Nibbles Farm. And if you love this hat right here, you can check it out over at our Etsy shop at Sweet Nibbles Farm. Now today we are getting our goats all fixed up, make sure they're good to go. It's time for our girls to get their CD&T, and I'm going to check all of them for worms, worm them if they need it. They all need their selenium and they need their hooves trimmed. And 2 to 3 weeks from now, we're going to put the boys and the girls together and we're going to breed them for the very first time. Now, if you don't know, our goats are Nigerian dwarf dairy goats. Our boys are, how old are they? 5. They're 7.5 months, about 7.5 months old, and our girls are just over a year old. They're about 14, 15 months old. We did not breed them early. We just wanted to let them to be able to really mature and to make sure. I love my goats. I really love my goats, and I wanted to make sure they're very well developed and to make their labor as easy on them as possible. So, all right, we're going to start with our bucks. Come on, Bucky. This one right here, this is Tippy. Come on, Tippy. Come on, buddy. Here, I'll hold that if you'll grab his grain.
All right.
That'll get him up here. He doesn't actually eat grain. We give him Timothy pellets. Look, Tip. Look, buddy. Come on. Come on, Tippy Top. Come on, Tippy Top. Oh, he's just not going to jump up here. He wants to investigate everything else. Come on, Nibbles. And the Nibbles part, this little guy, he is a big nibbler. So, which is what helped bring Andrew to Sweet Nibbles Farm, I'm sure. Okay, this thing is, oh, that's me. It's all me. All right, now, the first thing we're going to do today, he does need a selenium. He's eating right now. I am going to check him for lice, just to make sure. I do check them periodically, and I haven't seen anything on the boys at all. The girls did have it last year at the end of the summer, but he looks really good. Now you can see his feet here. It's only been 2 months since he got a trim. They have really grown fast. And yes, it is for sure been 2 months because I checked his records. It's really important to keep really good records on your animals. And what you're looking for is a nice flat surface. And the fleshy part in the middle, you can take a little bit of that. If it's up too high, you need to be really careful. If it's pink, you need to stop there, because that's as far as you need to go. If you go any farther, that's their quick. Just like our fingernails, and you'll make it bleed. And then you could end up with a mess. Maybe I was just disturbing him eating. I don't know what his problem was. But his toes are kind of long, so we're gonna clip those off. This back part right here, if it gets up, like I said, your goal is to make a nice flat surface. So if you need to trim a little bit of that off, you can. I always worry about their toes. I mean, they stick way out there, and you need to make it nice and flat. I'm scared I'm going to cut it too short. So just take it a little at a time, guys. Let them stand down. You can take a look at it. See, that one looks pretty darn good. All right, so now let's move to the front and hope he'll behave a little bit better. If you don't keep your goat's hooves trimmed, if they get out of hand, it can actually affect their legs. It can cause problems with their legs. Now see how his his eyes. Come on, Tip. Come on. I know, buddy. See how they're not real red? They're just kind of pink. Yeah, so we're going to worm him today. All right, now for the selenium, it says on here this is for like full-size goats, and these are miniature goats. So it's for full size, it's 4 cc's, and I'm going to give him 2 since he is miniature and he's not full grown yet. And he loves honey. Usually to give him medicine is not difficult because he just wants to eat everything. So it's super easy on him. On the girls, not so much. But Tippy, he is, like I said, he is Mr. Nibbler. Now, if you wonder, like, what the boys can't get grain like the girls. It can cause them a lot of urinary problems. So they do get Timothy pellets, which is what he's eating right now. You can see here. And they love them. They absolutely love them. And we do feed them orchard. Now we've gotten to where we do substitute a little peanut here and there. Not a lot. Their main source of food is orchard, and they get minerals. All they want of their minerals. It's free choice, and we keep it nice and full and fresh for them in there. The Tippy's so darn cute. Look at him. He's got his Elvis going on here. He's got his little beard. He's so cute. And we're planning to put him in the pen with Fiona. All right, now Tippy is 36 pounds, and with the ivermectin you give them 1 cc per 75 pounds. So we're going to give him a half cc. And you want to go right here where it's nice loose skin, which he's kind of pulled that way. There we go. And you want to give it a good alcohol cleaning right there. I think my alcohol kind of dried up a little bit trying to get him straight. So we're going to give it one more go here. I want him well sterilized right there. Okay. And then here is a half a cc. I don't see any bubbles. Okay. So all you do, you pull their skin out like this right here.
Let me zoom in.
And you want the back side of the needle. You see the hole? You want to be able to see the hole. And you go in at a 45. You don't go in their meat. You just sub-Q. And it does burn a little bit, so make sure you rub them. It's okay, buddy. I know, baby. I know. Oh, it's okay, baby. You have been very the live wire today, haven't you? There you go. All right, now this guy, this is Manly Moon, and he is blue-eyed, horned, and he does have moon spots. Now Manly's feet, they have not grown as much as Tippy's. Now I bought a couple of different brands of clippers, and I'm still not sold on the ones I've got here, guys. So if you know of a really good brand, let me know. You can leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. See, now Manly, he is just much better behaved than old Tippy Top when it comes to his feet. Let me look at his feet. Alright guys, so we're done with the boys, and we put Manly away. He weighed out at 43 pounds, so I still gave him a half a cc of the ivermectin, and because his FAMACHA test, he was pink. It was a nice pink. It was a bright pink, but he still, it wasn't that nice red color that you want, so we went ahead and we wormed him as well and trimmed his hooves. And I did go back and put a little bit of this hoof and heel on all their feet. We pulled Tippy back out and did the same thing. It's just a little, nothing's wrong with their hooves, but just to give them a little extra care. Oh, we gave Manly his selenium, his 2 cc's of selenium, which he just gobbled it down too. But you'll see when we do the girls, they don't gobble it down. We have to make them take it.
The boys really like it as a treat.
Yeah, the boys actually like it as a treat. For Manly, we gave him his ivermectin, and he didn't react to the shot nearly as bad as Tippy did at all. He kind of stomped his front feet a little bit, but we gave him the selenium as a treat, and which was Andrew's idea, and it turned out to be a really good idea. All right, guys, this is Athena. Now, she is chowing down on this Timothy pellets too. They love them. They look at them as a treat because they don't typically get them. They get a grain. And but today the girls do need their CD&T. They need their hooves trimmed. We're going to check their FOMACHA, and they need their selenium. So let's go ahead and get started on their hooves. She does it. She's not a big fan of hoof trimming. See, she likes to kick around too. Now their hooves are a little longer than I like for them to be when I come back to trimming them. And I swear it's been 2 months, guys. I checked the records. I keep a close eye out. Hers don't look anything like the boys did. And we trimmed them all on the same day. Hers looks so much better. And I sure hate the fact that I have to trim the Bucky's feet more often. Okay, girly. So she had some folding over, but it really did not look bad at all. I'll trim her toes just a little bit there. Now on the goats, Andrew did go get one of his files that we used on them. And I'm going to do that on Athena. We pulled Tippy back out. We did everything just the same on all the goats. We did the same. Trimmed them, filed them, put a little of that hoof treatment stuff on there just for good measure. See, she really looks pretty darn good. So here's the file right here. It's kind of a medium grade, I guess. Let me trim that one heel right there just a tickle. See, guys, it's just, we've had these goats, these girls, for a year. And then we got the boys, gosh, I don't know, in October, end of October. We got them, they were super young. But, so it's just a learning process. And you just have to, like trimming the hooves, you just take a little bit at a time. And you just have to learn along the way. You know, if you have a really good mentor, that's a wonderful thing to have. And I know the lady we got our girls from, our Fiona got poisoned once. If you hadn't seen that video, I'll link it for you right here. That baby got poisoned because I do give you a recipe to give it to them just as soon as you discover they were poisoned, because the vet came out and she really did not expect to see, you know, the chances of them coming through a poisoning like that is, you know, it's not great. And but she pulled through. So it is a good little recipe to have on hand. And it's things that you can you make it up yourself. It's not a prescription or anything like that. It's made from charcoal, which you can order from Amazon, and there's a link to that on this video about the poison goat. So be sure and check it out, y'all. It's a good one. You never know when your animals are going to end up eating something they're not supposed to be eating. See, and I may take a little longer on the hooves than I need to, but you know what? I want them to be good and healthy. Now her back feet are the ones that she doesn't like for you to mess with. I guess this one right here, she especially doesn't like for you to touch. Oh, thank you, Papa. See, there's a little rolling over right there on her hooves. Come on, Athena. I keep wanting to say, see, her heels really don't look bad at all. But her little toes are kind of long. Sides are rolled over. She is not in bad shape. Now, guys, the grain that the girls get, it is made for dairy goats. And you know, the girls, they need their extra nutrition. She is dancing around because she does not want me to touch that food except again. Athena, I've never seen you dance so. My goodness, come on, girl.
So
give her. Could you hurry?
well, I was
give
trying
her-
to show our goats.
Well, you can show it to them after you give her some.
There we go. Right.
Try to make these feet flat, but she's being a pain.
So we get our goat from a local
We get our goat-
mill.
We get our goat feed from a local mill, not
We
the
get a
goats.
yes, we get a goat feed from a local mill. But then we put in the, you can see there's some red pellets in there. That's some calf manna. And it just, what does it do?
It has lots of vitamins and minerals and things in it.
Extra supplements.
Yep, just gets really good for them. We put it in our chicken feed too. It's just really good for them. If you saw our video on our chickens, we got new chickens on the farm because the way you can't hardly find stuff, you're having trouble finding things. And then we heard about the Breeze chicken. They grow really fast, like the Cornish cross, not quite as fast, but much faster than a regular chicken. And they can reproduce, which is something that the Cornish cross cannot do. So we have brought them onto the farm as well, so that we can breed our own chickens and not have to worry about being able to, or that we can't find the Cornish cross. But anyway, at the end of this video, I'll link the one about the Breeze chickens. There's a link on there where we got ours from. And, because let me tell you, I looked around. In some places, they are asking a pretty penny for them. And these people were reasonable. Guys, it's Breeze Farms is the name of it. They're in Mississippi. The chicks were here in 2 days, and they look super healthy, super good.
None of them died.
No, I mean, and
Everyone arrived good.
yes, really, I mean, and sometimes they can be a little sluggish, whatever, you know. No, these were not. These were the perky little chicks, and they're just doing really, really well. Who was that?
One of the boys.
Oh my Lord.
He's-
I think somebody, are you sure that's not Fee? Because she was making that noise yesterday.
Nope, that's one of the boys. He's rutting.
He's a rutting. See, our boys are really ready to do their job. Imagine that. Well, y'all, the camera stopped on us, so I didn't get to show you her CDNT, but her routine was all exactly the same as the boys. Her eyes, they weren't as red. The underneath, the FAMACHA was not, she did not show up as red as I would have liked, so we did give her the ivermectin. And since she weighed out at 60 pounds, we gave her 3/4 of a cc of ivermectin, and we also gave her 2 cc's of CDNT. Now your goats, they get 2 cc's of CDNT no matter what the age, what the breed, or anything else. So she got her 2 cc's, so she's good for another year. But anyway, this is Fiona. She's a very pretty girl. She has brown eyes and she is horned. And she's a sweet, sweet girl. Okay, they are all sweet. They really are. They definitely have their different personalities. This one is the escape artist. And she loves to jump up on her hay rack and be able to look over the wall.
Oh, she's Miss Nosy.
She is Miss Nosy. She's got to know everything that's going on. Now on Fiona, once again, the girls' feet, everybody's got their hooves trimmed at the same time, but the girls' feet do not look like the boys did. Now, you see Fee, she's the one. She and Manly have a lot of the same personality. They're very affectionate and they don't mind their feet being touched as much. Now Fee might get tired of it here in a minute and she'll start, you know, giving me a little trouble too, but so far so good. She doesn't like the file, which I can't tell you, I gotta tell you, I don't blame her. I know, baby, it's okay. Papa, can you go up front and rub her head?
Yep.
Not her head, because she doesn't like you touching her head. Now, I wish I'd have had the camera going when we were working on, when we were finishing up with Athena. Sometimes, like, you know, when they, I don't know what you call it, you know, when they cauterize their horns, where the horns won't grow. Sometimes if it's not gotten real well, there can be like a spur. And Fifi, yeah, a little growth. And Fifi and Athena both have little spurs. Now, and I wanted to make sure they're kind of, the boys don't have any at all. I mean, none. Their heads are very flat. And so anyway, I wanted to make sure the girls' heads are kind of trimmed down. So I talked to another goat person, and she said that she just trims them like you do the hooves. Now this is kind of a weird little heel on these right here, so we're gonna kind of even that up a little bit. There we go. But so, and I read where if they're small and they're loose, you can just twist them and break them off. Now with Athena, I've been able to do that with hers. Hers are very loose. I've done that once before, and then I did it again today. I don't know if it's the same one or not. If it grew back, I don't know. Could have. I wouldn't think so though if you twisted it off. But anyway, today we were able to do the same thing, because I was going to trim it down because it was very pointy. And I didn't want them going after the boys, you know, because they're going to be kind of getting to know each other, and it may take a little while for them to learn to like each other. So I didn't want them making the boys' heads bleed. It's okay, Fifi. This foot's a little bit worse than that other one was. Hang on, baby. You can, if you just feel it, you're trying to get a nice flat surface. And this one is a little high on this side. All right, so we have our 2 cc's. So we need to find a nice loose piece of skin. Right there's a good one right there. And it's sub-Q, so it does not go in the muscle, just like the ivermectin. Make sure there aren't any bubbles in there. Okay, all right. And then we want to make sure the hole is facing us. And you want to stick it at kind of a, there you go. Hold still, baby. Rubber, please. Okay, and then just come up and grab it and pull the needle out. And then just give her a good rub. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go. All right. So now, all that we have left for Miss Fiona, we need to give her selenium, and we need to check her for matcha. And we've got to trim that hoof right here on her head. We're not going to touch that until afterwards, because she does not, that does not make her happy. Remember me telling you how sweet she is? Well, when she wants to be contrary, she is super contrary. Come on, Fifi. Cooperate with me, baby. Please. Oh, there you go. See? She's got a good pink going on. Yes, Angel. It's okay, baby. I know. I love you to pieces. Yes, I do. But we're going to give her some ivermectin to make sure she's in good health for breeding. Now, over here on the, you don't ever want to give her the shots on the same side, so we're going to come around here to this side. Now you should always shake your medicines and things up before using them. Oh, we've got to weigh her. We need to weigh her.
Oh, yes.
We need to weigh her so we know how much ivermectin to give her.
I bet she's 58.
Probably. She's usually just a little bit under Athena. Fiona is 55 pounds, so we're going to give her, she's just a few pounds under Athena. So we're going to give her 3/4 of a cc as well. Alright, so I found my loose part of the skin right here. I've got my hole facing me. We're going to pinch it out like that and poke it right in there. Okay. Well, as you can tell, she really didn't like that. Alright, so here's her selenium. Let's see if she'll take it. You want it? You want it? Oh, she wants it. That's the first time ever. Here, baby. There's a little bit on the edge. You want that? Here. Just rubbed it on her lips there. She likes it. That's so cute.
So much easier.
All right, now that's a little loose. And if you get it, if it's loose, this one is loose. So, and just pull it off. You just twist it. Only if it's loose, y'all. Now that's pretty pointy still. Right there. So, come here. Hold still, baby. It's okay. I know. It's tough being taken care of, isn't it? See, now that had a hard point on it. And that right there is still a little loose, but we're gonna let it grow out some. Come here, baby. I know, sir, precious. I know you don't like your horns messed with. We're giving you a haircut, looks like. Hold still, baby. And this one over here needs it just a little bit. See how it hangs out there? Oh, look at there. Check for blood. No blood, so that's really, really good. See, they're still pretty rough right there, baby. Come on now. You're going to go in with the boys. You know you've been wanting to. Come on. Hold still, baby. Hold still. Hold still, baby. Well, they've got such hard heads. Maybe they'll be okay. See, I want to cut that right there. Hold still, baby. Hold still, baby. It's okay. It's okay. I honestly wish I could file it, but I'm not about to try that. Hold still, baby. All right, I think you have been very, very good. Yes, you have. Very proud of you. All right, guys. They are all taken care of. My sweet, sweet babies. I probably got hair all over my face. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a big old thumbs up and a comment. It really, really helps our channel. We're a new channel, and we are building a homestead from scratch, y'all, and learning to be more self-sufficient. We are on the road to self-sufficiency and to a sustainable life, and we would love for you to join us and come along with us. All right, y'all. Happy homesteading. God bless.
Okay, it's recording.